Hello everyone, my name is Arnold Kisembo Rwangakuramya and this is Kisembo Academy and I am here to talk about e-invoicing. What is e-invoicing? Now, e-invoicing in the context of Uganda Revenue Authority is a subset of something much bigger, and this something much bigger I'm talking about is a program that we call Kakasa. So let's first talk about Kakasa. What is Kakasa? This is something that was rolled out by the Uganda Revenue Authority, and it so happens to be just a set of government world-class certified smart business solutions that have been introduced to ease business in Uganda and to enable compliance and ultimately increase Uganda's attractiveness as an investment destination. So under Kakasa is where we find e-invoicing and digital tax stamps. In today's video, I'm only going to introduce to you e-invoicing. Speaking of digital tax stamps, that will be a video for another day. So, what is e-invoicing? E-invoicing, if I may use a layman's term, is just like you're hearing it. I am issuing invoices electronically. That's why it's called e-invoicing, electronic invoicing. Or if I may use URA's exact words, e-invoicing is simply a process of formatting, sending, and receiving of transactional details in fiscal data and fiscal documents. And when I'm talking about fiscal data and fiscal documents, I am talking about e-invoices and e-receipts. And the definition according to URA continues to say that it also involves storing of fiscal information and generating of fiscal documents in an electronic format, and this electronic format in which this information is stored can be accessed and printed whenever required. So this e-invoicing is also what you hear people call EFRIS. EFRIS in full is Electronic Fiscal Receipting and Invoicing Solution. So what is it to you? Now here is what used to happen before. Before doing normal business, you have these customers you sell to, you have these suppliers that supply to you, and as they go on giving you goods on credit, or as you go on selling goods on credit, you will normally issue an invoice, but only that before you would write this invoice manually. By this I mean that you would approach like a graphic designer. He designs for you a template of how your invoice looks like. Then they would make for you a booklet, and you know that booklet has so many pages, that is so many invoice leaflets, and so as you're doing business, you keep drafting an invoice, you issue to your customers, and so on. Now that is how it used to be, and remember when we are filing VAT returns, the source document that we rely on for our purchases and for our sales is the invoice, and so it was those manual invoices that were relied on to feed information into the VAT return. However, effective of 1st January 2021, that has changed. Now government requires all businesses to issue invoices that are no longer manual but rather electronic, hence the term electronic invoicing, e-invoicing. So if you are a business and your model is such that it is business to business transactions, that's how you deal, or your business model is such that it is business to government, or your business model is such that it is business to the final consumer, if you lie in any of those three categories, you are required to start issuing e-invoices as per the law currently as I make this video. So having said all that, then how do we implement EFRIS in our businesses? Now there are basically 4 ways of implementing EFRIS in your business. If you're the kind of business that does not have a lot of transactions, or your transactions are not so rapid, then you can use the web portal. EFRIS has a web portal that you can use to issue electronic invoices or e-invoices. Then if you're the kind of business whose transactions are more frequent throughout the day, for example, like a supermarket, it means you cannot handle the web portal. You're supposed to employ what we call the system-to-system integration. Definitely that means that this is on the assumption that you have a computerized system in place at your business. This is what we call the ERP. So the ERP system, your system is connected to the URA system, and so it means that as you are doing your business, as you're issuing those invoices, your system is connected to the URA server. So every sales you make are known by URA in real time. Then there is what we call the electronic fiscal devices. Now the electronic fiscal devices are basically for people who are basically cash sales. They do cash sales, only that at the time of making this video, the electronic fiscal devices have not yet been implemented, but it is also underway. Then there is what we call the USSD code, especially for people who are, they do not have computer knowledge, they do not have smartphones, but they can, press something like star, something, hash, and they issue an invoice. That is what we call the USSD code. That is also another way to issue an electronic invoice, only that at the time of making this video, that has also not yet been implemented. Today is the 16th of September 2021, and so as of now, as far as EFRIS is concerned, the two ways are either you are going to use the web portal or you are going to use the system-to-system integration. And the system-to-system integration works for people that are having a computerized system in place installed in their businesses. In the upcoming sessions, we shall be going deep into how we issue invoices using the web portal. So as of now, out of the 4 ways EFRIS can be implemented, it is only 2 that are operational. The other 2 are yet to also come on board. In this video, I was only giving a brief introduction of EFRIS. In my next video, I'm going to give you an overview of the implementation of EFRIS for both service-based companies and product-based companies. After giving you that overview, then we shall roll into the implementation of this EFRIS, how we issue the invoices and the dynamics around the web portal of the EFRIS system. If you'd like to learn about EFRIS and you're that kind of person, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel and remember to hit the bell icon so that you're always notified every time I upload a new video. And please hit the like button as well. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. I thank you very much for watching. My name is Arnold, and I'll see you in the next session. Take care.